You are an undeniably powerful sign, Capricorn. The one with the plan. The one who can scale any mountain. And, the only one who can stop you is you, right? And self-judgment can become a massive stumbling block. But the beautiful thing is that all things can transform when they are held with compassion for long enough. That's people, that's animals, that's emotions, etc. So, if you are judging yourself anywhere along your path, if you are putting gaps between you and who you should be, you might want to rethink that. You might want to give yourself, I know, unprecedented, a little bit of a break. Hi, by the way, I'm Madeline, if we haven't met before. I'm excited to read for you, Capricorn. Spirit always jumps in with channeled messages before we even get into the cards, but we shall get into some cards. We're going to get into the story of the month of June for you, and we are going to pull a card also to see how you are showing up as the protagonist of your own story, what kind of persona, what kind of gifts that Spirit wants to highlight in you for the month of June. So Spirit, starting with this overarching message of self-compassion, of dissolving judgment with unconditional acceptance, with unconditional love. What do you want to share with Capricorn, Spirit? We want to know the truth for their highest good, Spirit. We want to know, where are Capricorn people sitting? What kind of dynamics are showing up? What sort of themes are showing up for Capricorn people? Do you want to share with them for their highest good, Spirit? Want to know any effects of the past as they pertain to the present and Capricorn's unfolding future. And we want to know any helpful or hindering influences, kind of the climate around Capricorn. And of course, Spirit, we want to know, what is your guidance? What advice do you have for Capricorn for their highest good? Capricorn sun, moon, rising, and dominant people in the month of June. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, let's get into it. Beautiful. Wow. Dang. Okay, sometimes, it's so funny, but it's almost like you don't need cards because Spirit really just shows up and echoes what they were already letting you know. Okay, Capricorn, are you ready to let an old hurt, an old pain go? Are you ready to dust your hands off and finally walk away from the grave and say, I've done enough? I've paid enough respects. I've thought about it enough. I've questioned all of my tactics enough. You did everything you could. You said everything that you could. You've thought about it as far and as long and as wide as you can. Thinking, not the move. Not necessary. Ten of Swords. We're jumping right there. I've shown your cards right here. Ten of Swords. In the key position. This is nothing to be afraid of because this is not sitting in the present. This is not sitting in the future. This is sitting in the key position. Something has been long dead. That's what Spirit is saying. And yet, Three of Swords, it's sort of like it keeps, an echo of it keeps showing up. Now, for some of you, Spirit is getting real specific and saying this Ten of Swords is related even to like a person who is long dead. They are long gone. They can no longer say cruel things or do cruel things to you, but some of you may be carrying around that old internal monologue of that person. Now, that will not apply for all Capricorn people. These are general readings, of course, but I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm just going to report what Spirit is saying because they're going to share what is most needed for any Capricorn that's listening to this reading. Now, if that does not apply to you, then what is it that you feel defeated about? And you might be blaming yourself. You might be taking that in, internalizing that, and maybe even like I'm hearing a very specific phrase, which is like it is casting a pall over your future, which is a very like, who says casting a pall? Pall, for those of you who've never heard that word. Like putting a gray veil, a heavy lead shield over the future. Like this is all that's possible because this is the experience I've had in the past. Meanwhile, the world, the universe, spirit, source, the people that you love are conspiring, all of them, to show you acceptance, joy, community, to show you, I'm hearing this, Capricorn, how precious you are. And I know that that can be a little hard for Capricorn people to hear how precious you are, because you pride yourself on being strong, and we don't think of what is strong as being precious, but it is. Speaking of precious, you're coming in this month as the Page of Cups. So Spirit talking about, thinking is not the move, and having compassion for things can transform them. The Page of Cups is shown with holding their cup, and there is a magical fish jumping out of the cup to speak to them. It reminds us of the fairy tale of the fisherman who catches the fish, and the fish offers them 3 wishes in exchange for freedom. Wishes can come true for you this month, but you do have to make the wishes, and you do have to share the wishes. Can't hold it inside and hope that the world or your friends or the universe, etc., because Spirit always wants us to take the first step. It's like consent. Spirit is being very funny. They're like, I haven't even seen the movie Hitch, but I know that that's a movie that kind of popularized that idea that, okay, first kiss, right? You're on a date with somebody and you're going to have your first kiss. If you want it, but you want to make sure you're getting that consent, you go 10 or you go 90 and let them come 10, one of the things, okay? And Spirit is like, we just need you to come in for the kiss, and then we will meet you. But we're not going to go, ha, you got kissed. Spirit's not going to do that. So what do you want, and what are you willing to put forward? How are you willing to be vulnerable? Page of Cups. Pages are not knights. They are not queens. They are not kings. They're not carrying, swords. They are messengers. They have a beautiful message, and they are receivers, too. 2 of Cups sits in your past. 10 of Cups sits in your present. Spirit is saying, enjoy and count your beautiful blessings. 2 of Cups, some of you have very divine partners, or even just divine friends, because 2 of Cups, this is relationships, and all relationships are mirrors. So who, when you spend time with them and you look into them and you exchange with them, when do you feel your best, your most powerful, your most beautiful, your most courageous, your most etc.? These are the people that you want to be around intentionally in the month of June. Anyone or anything that hurts you, that brings your past, and this is just what I'm hearing, okay? It's like, so as an example, if you were someone who in the deep past was maybe parentified, and you experience friends and coworkers and things like that all around you that kind of outsource their authority to you, and like, oh, can you do it? You're just so good at it. And it's like kind of like you're experiencing the echo, the repeat of that early parentification. Or same thing with if you've been abandoned or felt abandoned in your deep past as a child, and then you experience when other people aren't there for you as a form of abandonment. The first thing is, you don't want to push yourself through or past that. You want to be with that. If you are feeling lonely, if you're feeling abandoned, if you're feeling resentful, whatever 3 of Swordsy feeling that is usually feeling cut off from other people, which bring up those not so fun feelings and thoughts, right? Hold those with compassion. And go and get with your mirrors that reflect to you what feels true. Go be with your friend, go be with your partner, share with them your 10 of Swords or your 3 of Swords, and help them, or rather let them help you get clarity. That's an abundance of swords. It's too many swords. And you are a thinker, Capricorn, so it makes sense. The other thing is sitting in the position representing your guidance. The Hierophant is the rule maker, the gatekeeper. What rules are you living by, and what rules do you want to live by? Whose rules are you abiding by? Because Spirit is bringing me back to, for some of you, it's that old Ten of Swords, like, oh, that's not even, I am hating on my, my creativity, or I'm hating on how this project is going. Excuse you. I'm hating on this project or this creativity, but really I'm not the one who installed this hate or this lack of patience for the process. Someone else installed in me that, like, haha, we're all going to laugh at you if this doesn't turn out right. And I want to uninstall that fucking programming. And being with people who support me and love me, of which there are abundant numbers, Capricorn, Ten of Cups, celebration, appreciation, being surrounded. Some of you are going to introduce a new idea or a new passion, something that's like, I'm just starting this thing. I'm just starting this photography business. I'm just starting this initiative. I'm just starting up this book that I'm writing. This Ace of Wands sitting in the future. Your people will support you. I'm hearing there's a built-in audience. You need to make your own rules. Are you making the rules of your life right now, Capricorn? I think most of you would say yes, but I would ask you to look closer. I would just ask you to go deeper and to notice where you might be trying to avoid pain, avoid shame, rather than moving toward what feels good. It's like I'm moving away from what feels maybe scary, or like it could have those same results where I end up feeling abandoned, or I end up feeling unseen, or, you know what I'm talking about? Trying to avoid pain will have us throwing ourselves into all kinds of meat grinders, okay? So avoiding the pinch of rejection will throw us into the meat grinder of eternal loneliness. Spirit is wild. So don't avoid pain. Hold it with compassion. And go and be with people who can help you hold it with compassion. 5, the Hierophant. The Ace of Wands sitting in your future. Make your own rules. This is your life. Living by somebody else's old rules can make us feel crazy, can make us feel isolated, can make us feel defeated. So, what are the rules of your life? What do you hold yourself to? Nobody can take that from you. When you decide, I'm always honest, or I'm always heartfelt, or I always speak up when something is unfair, or whatever, and then you do it, you are living your life, and you will summon naturally, and Spirit is saying this, you will summon people, things, events, invitations to you that match your fucking frequency. And I know, I'm talking to Capricorn people, so using the phrase match your frequency, if I haven't lost you already, you're gone now. But that's what they're saying. So, be the Hierophant you wish to see in the world. Be the rule maker, be the leader, be the guide that you wish to see in the world. Okay. How's that sit on you, Capricorn? Bringing up stories, questions, reflections, I would love to hear. I'd also love to know, did you like this? Did you dislike it? Oh, God. Yeah, I bet you disliked that. Sorry, Capricorn. Thank you for being here. If you ever want to get a personal reading, the way to do that is just south of this video. I definitely appreciate your time here, Capricorn, and I hope that it will pay for itself many, many times over. So if I don't see you sooner than that, then I hope I'll see you in your mid-month checkpoint reading. Till then, bye, Capricorn.